What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am the Bald Gingers, and we're jumping back into some Road to the Show here today. And we are jumping into the World Series here in the 2030 season. We're going to do the whole World Series in this episode. As you can see, the Orioles were 81 and 81 on the season. We were a couple games above that. But yeah, both teams must have been wild cards, and here we are in the World Series. So yeah, let's get to this. With all the terror towels here in St. Louis. I like it. I like it a lot. That's a pretty cool view there. Let's go. Alright, Nick Frasso's the man starting the game here in the World Series for the Cardinals. He's not doing so hot, 0-3 in the postseason, but here we go. Bottom of the first, no score. Runner on first, one away. I'm standing in with a .344 batting average this postseason. Casey Mize on the mound for the Orioles. He hits 96 on the four-seamer, 95 on the sinker. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch, runner was in motion, and he steals second base successfully, and I take ball one. How about that? It's a good start to the World Series, I suppose. Second pitch of the at-bat now going to be on its way from Mize. Outside with a sinker. It's a 2-0 count. Apparently, they don't want to pitch too close to the zone for me. The 2-0 pitch. Four-seamer just off the inside corner. Got me to swing and foul it away. Really behind the pitch there. 2-1 the count. Pitch number 4 of the at-bat. Got a piece of a splitter below the knees. And every pitch has been outside the zone, and I have a 2-2 count. Let's see what we get on 2-2 here. Little dribble to first. That will advance the runner to third. So it's a productive ground out for me. 3 unassisted is how we're going to score that one. Bottom of the third, Cardinals are up 3-0 now. I'm standing at 0-for-1 on the deck. Casey Mize still on the mound for Baltimore. First pitch of this at-bat. Got me to swing and miss at a splitter just off the inside corner at the knees. 0-1 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat now. Come on, big guy. Jeez, another one just outside the zone. Four-seamer off the outside corner. Got a piece of it, foul it away. I have an 0-2 count in a hurry here in this at-bat. Next pitch is a slider way outside. Taken for ball one, finally. I think I've seen one pitch in the zone from him in this game so far. That one there's no exception. Four-seamer below the knees on the inner third. 2-2 to count. Next pitch. Oh, geez. Swinging a miss at a four-seamer above the zone on the inside corner. There's a K next to my name. Way too aggressive here. And we come back bottom of the fifth. It's a 3-1 ball game. I get a boss battle challenge against Casey Mize here. Let's go for single or better. Now, Mize has not hit the zone hardly all against me so far today. That pitch is continuing the trend just above the zone on the inside corner, and it's an 0-1 count. Oh man, one of these days I'm going to like some of these pitches and take first base for free. There's my first hit in the World Series, though, as we went fishing for a four-seamer below the knees. Nick goes off into right field for my first hit of the World Series. I like it. Bottom of the seventh, it's a 4-2 lead for the Cardinals. I'm standing in 1-for-3 on the day. Griffin Cannon now on the mound for Baltimore. He throws a 97-mile four-seamer, 90 on a circle change, 97 on a two-seamer as well. Got a runner on first and one away. Belly full of Cracker Jack. And the first pitch is a slurve. That had me a little confused at first. And late swing fouls it off for an 0-1 count. Next pitch from Cannon. Chopper to third. That's going to be 2. Yeah, 5-4-3 double play. That's going to retire the side. And after 7 innings, Cardinals are still leading in Game 1 of the World Series. Score of 4-2. We end up taking the win. It's a good start. Winning game number 1 is never a bad thing. 5-2 ends up being the final score there, as Nick Frasso finally picks up a win in the postseason. 7 innings pitched, only surrendering 2 runs, so yeah, that works for me. We're going to head back to the clubhouse here, though. That's just the way they do postseason series. Head back to the clubhouse, reload into another game. And while it's doing the whole loading, reloading thing, I'm going to take another swig of coffee here. All right, let's jump into game number 2, and you know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Here we go. Game number 2, Devin Catamaran gets the call. He's going to be starting his 5th game of postseason. Not really making any decisions as far as win or loss in the postseason so far, as he's 0-1. And here we go, top of the first. 1 out, nobody on. Jonathan Aranda at the dish for Baltimore. He's hitting .233 on the postseason. And let's see what he can do with the 0-1 pitch from Catamaran. Let's see if this is a routine ground ball here. Hot shot down the line. Gets past me when I dive for it. Gets into left field. He's got himself a single here in the top of the first. Right. Bottom of the first, I get a boss battle challenge against the one and only Dean Kramer. Yeah, I've played a few games with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. Let's see what my options are for this boss battle challenge. We're not going to do the power swing, and I don't think I'll get the home run, so we'll just do the single or better. Dean Kramer, of course, 97 on his 4-seamer, 91 on the cutter, 94 on the sinker. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Outside with the sinker. It's a 1-0 count to start things here in game number 2. Second pitch of the at-bat now. Oh man, I rip one into deep left field. Left fielder's running back. He's out of room. She gone. Home run in the World Series. That was probably into Big Mac land there. That's my 9th home run of the postseason. Most of those home runs I've hit against the Reds, but you know, hey, I'm not going to complain about a homer in the World Series. That's always a good time. Let's see, green line replay. Green line replay. Oh yeah. One's got the height. Will it land in Big Mac land? It does. Another homer to Big Mac land. I like it. Bottom of the third. Runners on first and second. 1 away. Cardinals up 1-0 here. Dean Kramer still towing the runner for Baltimore. First pitch of this at-bat. Got me to swing and miss of a 12-6 curve off the outside corner at the knees. 0-1 the count. As you see there, I am a 6-time MVP winner here, as I won it in the 2030 season as well. Next pitch is the 4-seamer below the knees. 1-1 the count after laying off that one. The 1-1 pitch. Hot shot right to the shortstop. That's going to be 2, 6, 4, and 3. That's a double play to retire the side. But the Cardinals are still leading this one. Score of 1-0. Top of the fourth, we come back. Vinny Pasquantino is at the plate for the Orioles. He's 0-1 on the day, 0-5 on the World Series so far. Nobody out, nobody on. Devin Catamaran throwing an 0-1 pitch to him. That's a simple ground ball to me at third. We'll scoop it up, throw to first in time. 1 away here in the top of the fourth. Top of the fifth, we come back. Cardinals are up 2-0 now. Runner on first and 2 away for Jackson Holliday. He's 0-2 on the day, hitting .290 in the postseason, though. Let's see what he can do with the 1-1 pitch from Catamaran here. We don't need a double play, just any old out will do. Wind up and the pitch. And we'll be able to make a diving stop there. Flashing a little bit of leather for the boys here. Pop up throw to second. Okay. Gets the job done. 4.5 innings are now complete here in St. Louis. Cardinals leading this one by a score of 2-0. Bottom of the fifth. 2 outs, nobody on. It's a 3-0 lead for the Cardinals now. Dean Kramer still on the mound for Baltimore. First pitch of the at-bat from him this time around. Gets the call with the 12-6 curve on the outside corner. Good spot for that. 0-1 the count. Guess we'll have to tip the cap for that pitch. Second pitch was a 4-seamer high. Had me fooled. 0-2 to count after a very late swing of a miss. 2-strike pitch to the cutter on the outer third. Got a piece of that and fouled it off. 0-2 still to count after 3 pitches. Pitch number 4. Oh, we pop one up. 4-seamer just above the knees. In foul ground. Catcher's not going to be able to get to it, though. So the at-bat is still alive with an 0-2 count. Next 2-strike pitch from Kramer. Got me. 12-6 curve, low and away. Got the swing and a miss, and there's a K next to my name in game number 2 here. We know about the first run. We don't need the replay there. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, nobody on. 3-1 ball game. Liner to first. Man, bad luck at the dish outside of the home run so far today. 7 innings, 3-1 ball game, and the Cardinals win game number 2, 4-3 the final score there. So the Orioles made a game out of it towards the back end of things here. And we can take it. We are up 2-0 here in the World Series. So let's head back to the clubhouse yet again and get our butts into Baltimore for game number 3. All right, come on, game. There we go. Game number 3. Here we go. First game of the World Series in Baltimore. We're going in there only needing 2 more wins to secure the trophy. That would be epic. Not gonna lie. We don't need all the pomp and circumstance here. A bunch of terror towels in Baltimore as well. Lots of orange flying on these things. Brian Woo, our boy Woo, is making his appearance in the World Series here. Top of the first, runner on first, 1 away. Woo does throw a 98-mile-an-hour 4-seamer, 95 on the sinker, 92 on the cutter. Let's see what we get here with pitch number 1. It's a sinker, low and away, taken for ball 1. 1-0 the count. I think I've started all 3 games of the World Series with a 1-0 count. Second pitch. Got the swing and a miss with the cutter just up and away. 1-1 the count. Another one of my former teammates from Arizona. Oh, geez, sinker inside. Got the swing and a miss out of me there. And it's a 1-2 count instead of 3-0 because I'm swinging like a madman here. The 1-2 pitch. Pulled one down the third base line. Third baseman picks it up. Jump throw to first, but I will beat it out. I have myself an infield single here in the top of the first. I like it. I like it a lot. Top of the third, we come back. Baltimore leading 4-1 now. Brian Woo still on the mound for the Orioles. Nobody out, nobody on. Let's see what I can do in this at-bat. Hopefully only swinging some pitches in the zone. And that 4-seamer there is inside, so that's 5 straight pitches from him that are outside of the zone. The 1-0 pitch now from Woo. Even further inside with the slider, 2-0 the count. Come on, big guy, get a little closer to the zone there for me, could you? The 2-0 pitch. There's one right down Broadway. 4-seamer got a piece of that and fouled it away. Little tardy on the swing. That 96-mile-an-hour heater was just a little quicker than I was looking for there. 2-1 pitch. Gripped and ripped to dead center. No doubt dinger. Perfect bomb. See you later, baseball. Home run number 2 of the World Series, and that brings the Cardinals within 2 runs here. It's now a 4-2 ball game. We're going to get a green line replay. Let's see. That's not going to be on that camera angle. We're going to get a different replay angle. Maybe. Maybe not. No green line for this one. Oh, well. Still a 440-foot mammoth blast into center field there. We come back top of the 4th. We are tied at 4 runs apiece. I'm standing in 2 for 2 on the day. Batting average in the postseason up to a .351. Brian Woo still on the mound for Baltimore here. First pitch of the at-bat from him this time around. Got a piece of a 4-seamer just above the knees. Good swing timing, bad contact. That is definitely the name of the game. Here is the MLB The Show. The 0-1 pitch from Woo. Swing and a miss at a 4-seamer. Definitely high. 0-2 count. Now behind on the swing to boot. The 2-strike pitch from Woo. Oh, got a piece of a sinker on the inside corner. Very late swing again. That's an 0-2 count again. 70th pitch of the game now for Woo. We're still in the top of the fourth. Projecting the plate a little bit here. Four-seamer just above the zone. Had to swing. 0-2 to count as we foul that one off. Next two-strike pitch. Thinking low and away. Slider low and away. Taken for ball one. So we have a 1-2 count now after 5 pitches. Pitch number 6 of the at-bat. Got me to swing of the sinker off the inside corner at the knees. It's still a 1-2 count. For once I had good swing timing. That's amazing. The 1-2 pitch from Wu. Oh, four-seamer up and in. Had me doing a little duck and cover drill there. 2-2 the count. So, yes, 8th pitch of the at-bat. Going to be on its way here. Another dinger. Dead center. Not quite. Off to the right side just a little bit. I think I've got Wu figured out here, as that is my second home run of the game. 11 of the postseason. 415-footer there. Whew. We're putting on a show here in Baltimore. And we get the green line on this one to boot. Out towards the scoreboard there. Ding of beauty, baby. Ding of beauty. Yeah. I hit a couple of home runs here. Goodness gracious. We're coming back top of the 6th. It's a 6-4 lead for the Cardinals. Griffin Canning now on the mound for the Orioles out of the bullpen. I've got a runner on first, nobody out. Canning goes 97 on this four-seamer. Also hits 91 on the slider, 90 on the circle change, 97 on his two-seamer. First pitch from him. Got me. Four-seamer on the outer third. Swing and a miss. Makes for an 0-1 count. And severely tardy on that one. Next pitch is a four-seamer low and away, taken for ball one. It's a 1-1 count for me now. A little blooper into left. Left fielder's gonna make the play there. So finally, Orioles getting out here. And now 3 for 4 on the day. But yeah, hate to say that. I think I'm a pretty big influence on the scoreboards here. Top of the 9th, 6-4 ball game still. I'm standing in 3 for 4 on the day, 5 for 12 on the World Series. Griffin Canning still towing the rubber. Nobody out, nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat. Below the knees with a slider. It's a 1-0 count to start things here in the top of the 9th. Second pitch from Canning. He got me with the slider off the plate away. Swing and a miss makes for a 1-1 count. Third pitch now from Canning. Outside with four-seamer. It's a 2-1 count. Come on, big fella. One good pitch is all I need here. We can extend the lead a little bit. Instead it's a four-seamer on the inside corner. Late swing popped up. Catcher makes the play just behind home plate there. That is a non-productive first out here in the top of the 9th. Cardinals win game number 3. We are 1 win away from the trophy. Holy cow. This is going to be big. Oh, of course, you know the drill here. We've got to go back to the clubhouse. Yeah, 2 home runs in 2 innings. That is insane, especially for me. I'll take it, though. We're going to get one more little swig of coffee here before we jump into game number 4. Here we go. All right, here we are. Game 4 of the World Series. Second game in Baltimore. Braxton Garrett gets the call for the Orioles. It's his 3rd start of the postseason. He's got no record, and he has not been the recipient of a decision in the postseason. ERA sitting at a not great 7. Ooh. Top of the 1st. No score. 1 out. Runner on first. I'm standing in with a .351 batting average on the postseason. OPS of 12-16 so far in the postseason. My gosh. Dynamic challenge time because the man on first and we don't do contact or power swings, so it's home run or nothing on this one. Garrett does throw 93 on his sinker, 90 on the cutter. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch from him. Got me with a slider below the knees. 0-1 the count. A wee bit out in front of that pitch there. Second pitch now from him. Inside with the cutter. 1-1 the count. Come on, big fella. Come to me a little bit. Keep it over the plate. There's a slider on the inner third, sent into center field. Runner from first, round second. He's going for 3. We have runners on the corners now with 1 out in the top of the first. We'll take that. That's the old batting average out. Top of the third, we come back. Still no score. 1 out, nobody on this time around. So I'm standing in 1 for 1 on the day. Braxton Garrett still towing the rubber for Baltimore. First pitch from him. And I'm reaching for a 12-6 curve. That was not a slider. Even though he does throw one, still was not the pitch I was looking for. 0-1 pitch is grounded to short. That throw to first will beat me by a mile. And that is the second out here in the top of the third. Top of the fifth, we come back. Baltimore up 2-0 now. Runners on first and second, 2 away. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day, 6 for 15 on the series so far. Braxton Garrett still on the mound. First pitch, the at-bat from him. Got me with a 12-6 curve, barely above the plate. 0-1 the count. Second pitch from Garrett. Didn't get the call to sinker on the inside corner. It's a 1-1 count. Wow. Favorable call for me from the home plate umpire. The 1-1 pitch. Ripped the slider at the knees, foul down the third baseline. And now the count is 1-2. Throwing me a good variety of pitches here. Sinker just off the outside corner at the knees, got a piece of that and fouled it away to keep the at-bat alive with the 1-2 count. Pitch number 70 of the game from Garrett. Chopper to first. He's going to take that to the bag himself. 3 unassisted, retires the side. Halfway through the game here in Baltimore, the Orioles are leading this one by a score of 2-0. All right, we're back in the bottom of the 7th. And the Orioles extended their lead. It's now a 6-0 ball game, so they are not going to get swept here in this one unless something drastic happens. Evan Carter at the plate. He is 1 for 2 on the day. He's got a 1-2 count with the bases empty and nobody out with Parker Messick on the mound for the Cardinals. This one popped up. Shortstop's going to make the play here in shallow left field. That should have been one for me to play. Why the game keeps telling me that's a fielding opportunity for me, I will never know. Top of the 8th, we come back on standing in with a 1 for 3 line score so far today. Still a 6-0 ball game. Daniel Lynch on the mound for Baltimore now out of the bullpen. He throws 95 on his four-seamer, 90 on the slider, 95 on his sinker. First pitch from the left-hander. Swinging and fouling away a four-seamer off the outside corner. It's an 0-1 count to start things here in the top of the 8th. Next pitch from Lynch. Oh, geez, knuckle curve below the knees on the inner third. Got a piece of it, fouled it back. 0-2 the count now after fouling off 2 pitches outside the zone. Next pitch is the four-seamer inside at the knees, taken for ball 1. So at least now we have a 1-2 count. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. And we foul off four-seamer at the top of the zone on the inner third. 1-2 the count for me still. Fifth pitch of the plate appearance. And we rip one down the right field line, but foul. Going to bounce high off the garage door out there. 1-2 still the count. Seen almost every pitch in his repertoire here. The 1-2 pitch again. Low and inside with a four-seamer. It's a 2-2 count. Come on, big fella. Bring the pitch to me. You can do this here. Off the plate away with a four-seamer. We have ourselves a full count. This is what happens if I let the pitcher pitch himself into trouble. He usually will do it. Oh, knuckle curve had me swinging. It was below the knees, but we fouled it off. We are going to see another payoff pitch here, the 9th of the at-bat. And we rip it to third base. He's going to grab that, spin, and throw. And it's a ground out for me. Score that one 5-3 for those of you keeping track at home. Orioles take the win in game number 4. 6-0 the final score there as the Cardinals get blanked on the scoreboard. Sucks for Graceffa. He only went 4 2/3 and surrendered all 6 runs. So not a great day on the mound for him. I went 1 for 4 on the day, and that makes me 6 for 17 on the series now. We're going to head back to the clubhouse and jump into game number 5. Come on, PlayStation, do the loady-loady thing. You can do it. All right. Next game, the third and final game in Baltimore for this World Series. Let's see what we can do here. Well, I'm still hitting 346 on the postseason. That's not too shabby. Alright, here we go. Top of the first. Runners on the corners, nobody out. I get the intentional walk right out the blocks. First base for free to load the bases with Casey Mize on the bump. We made him pay for it. It's a 4-0 ball game now in the bottom of the first. Cardinals out front. 2 outs, nobody on. Drew Hackenberg on the mound. Gotta love coming out to the mound for the first time with that big of a lead. Evan Carter at the dish for the Orioles. He's got a 1-2 count with 2 outs and nobody on. He's going to ground one to me at third. We'll throw across. And 1 inning is now complete here in game number 5 of the World Series. And the Cardinals lead this one by a score of 4-0. Wow. And top of the second, I'm at the plate for the second time today. Got the intentional walk first time around. Got a runner on first and 1 away. And, Casey Mize still on the bump here for Baltimore. First pitch of this at-bat. We foul off a 4-seamer right down the middle of the plate. 0-1 count. Second pitch now from Mize. Come on, big fella. Oh, got me with a splitter below the knees. Big swing and a miss there for me, and it's an 0-2 count in a hurry. 2-strike pitch now from Mize. Come on, big guy. Another one below the knees, but we lay off that one. 4-seamer not going to get the call that far down. 1-2 the count for me. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. Runner on the move. I'd strike out looking. But second base is stolen successfully there. Unfortunately, that's the K next to my name. That's 2/3 of the Ginger Special. All we need now is the home run. Top of the fourth, we come back. Cardinals leading 5-0. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day, 6 for 18 on the World Series. And running on first, 1 away. Dynamic challenge time because the man on first, and double or better because that's the only thing that doesn't require a contact or power swing. Andrew Abbott now on the mound for the Orioles. He hits 95 on the 4-seamer. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch. I'm not swinging that 4-seamer up and away. 0-1 the count. Come on, big guy. I know I can do better than that. The 0-1 pitch from Abbott. Oh, got me. Sweeping curve. Late swing. No contact. 0-2 the count after a couple of big whiffs here so far. The 2-strike pitch. Below the knees with a 4-seamer on the outer third. 1-2 the count. Should be 2-1 if I would have left the bat on my shoulders so far. Pitch number 4. Inside at the top of the zone with a 4-seamer. It's a 2-2 count, so we've worked it back to even after going down 0-2. Next pitch. We foul off the 4-seamer in the top of the zone. That keeps the at-bat alive. Still a 2-2 count. Only the 29th pitch of the game here for Abbott. And chop one right in front of the mound. Pitcher grabs it, throws the first, not in time. Infield hit for me. And we have runners on first and second with only 1 out here in the top of the fourth. I like it. I like it a lot. Bottom of the fifth, it's 7-1 lead for the Cardinals. Orelvis Martinez is at the dish for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1 on the day, 3 for 16 on the World Series. Nobody out, nobody on. He's got a 1-1 count with Drew Hackenberg still on the mound for the Redbirds. Wind up and the pitch. It's a ground ball to me at third. We'll grab that, throw the first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Top of the sixth, we come back. 7-1 is the score. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day, 7 for 19 in the World Series. Runner on first and nobody out. Andrew Abbott still on the mound for Baltimore here. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopped it foul down the first baseline. 4-seamer just below the knees on the inner third. 0-1 the count. Second pitch from Abbott. Got me to swing and miss at a 4-seamer on the inside corner near the top of the zone. And it's an 0-2 count in a hurry here. The 2-strike pitch. Oh, managed to get a piece of a 12-6 curve. And that one bounces off the catcher and back out in the field. 0-2 count still. And we foul off a 4-seamer off the outside corner. We are swinging at everything in this at-bat, apparently. Still an 0-2 count. Fifth pitch of the plate appearance from Abbott. Come on, big fella. There we go. Four-seamer low and away, taken for ball one. Let's see if we can get one in the zone and crank it over the fence and get the Ginger special here. Oh, that's not it. Four-seamer just inside. 2-2 the count. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat. Got a piece of a sweeping curve below the knees. Should have been a full count after that one, but instead I foul it away. And we still have a 2-2 count. 8th pitch of the plate appearance. Check swing on a sweeping curve inside at the knees, and they ring me up with that one. There's another K next to my name. That's the second strikeout for me on the day. Top of the 8th, we come back. It's a 7-3 lead for the Cardinals. Runner on first, 2 away. I'm standing in 1 for 3 on the day. And let's see what I can do with Daniel Lynch on the mound. He throws 95 on the four-seamer, 90 on the slider, 95 on the sinker. First pitch from him. We drive out into right center field. Unfortunately, a lot of air under that. And right fielder's going to make the play in the alley to retire the side. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th, still leading the Orioles by a score of 7-3. The Orioles walked it off? Are you kidding me? Second straight elimination game where the Orioles take the win. What happened with our bullpen here? Because we had a fairly commanding lead there. Wow, gave up 4 in the bottom of the 8th, 1 in the bottom of the 9th to lose 8-7. Oof, that's a kicker. Well, we're going to head back to St. Louis then for game number 6 of this World Series. We're still leading 3-2. And we shall see if we can pull off the World Series win at home now. All right. A little more coffee does the body good here. Let's go. Game number 6 of the World Series. And Nick Frasso getting his second start of the World Series here. He's 1-3 on the postseason now after winning game number 1. Let's see if he has the same luck here as we are in our City Connect jerseys today. Bottom of the first, no score. Runner on first and 1 away. Dean Kramer gets the call for Baltimore. He still hits 97 on the four-seamer, 91 on the cutter, 94 on the sinker. First pitch from him. Drilled into left center field. Unfortunately, a lot of air into that one. Center fielder will make the play in the alley. And it's just a long and loud fly out here in the bottom of the first. Now there's 2 away with that runner on first. Bottom of the third, Orioles are up 4-0 now. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day. Runner on first, 2 away. Dean Kramer still towing the rubber for Baltimore. First pitch from him. Fouled off a cutter at the top of the zone on the outer third. It's an 0-1 count. 6-time reigning home run champion, not a shocker. And there's another one to add to my career total, as that's a deep drive into left field behind the bullpen there for a 2-run dinger to get the Cardinals on the board. 12th home run of the postseason. And it's now a 4-2 ball game here against St. Louis. Come on, boys, let's go. Bottom of the 6th, we come back. It's a 5-2 lead for Baltimore. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day. Dean Kramer still on the mound. Nobody on, 1 away. Let's see what I can do against him in this at-bat. First pitch is a 12-6 curve, way high. 1-0 the count. I had 217 hits in the 2030 season. Holy cow. 1-0 pitch. There's one in the right center field. That's going to get down for extra bases. That's going to roll all the way to the bullpen wall. Right fielder finally gets a glove on up there saying go 3. I will hold up with the double. There's no point in getting thrown out at third trying to stretch a double into a triple. All right, we come back top of the 7th. It's a 6-2 ball game here in Arizona. Baltimore in the lead. Jackson Holliday standing at the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the day, 7 for 22 on the World Series, but he does have a couple of long balls to his credit so far. There's 2 outs and nobody on for him. Mitch Keller is now on the mound for the Cardinals out of the bullpen. He's going to kick and deal. A routine ground ball to me at third. We'll throw to first. And Mr. Holliday can go back to the dugout for the 7th inning stretch. Don't forget your Cracker Jack, boys and girls. We come back bottom of the 8th. It's a 6-2 ball game still. 1 out, nobody on. I'm standing in 2 for 3 on the day against Daniel Lynch. I get the boss battle challenge against him. And let's see. We'll try to only swing at pitches inside the zone. Lynch does still throw a 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer. 90 on the slider, 95 on the sinker. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Foul off a four-seamer in the zone. 0-1 the count. So far, the dynamic challenge is still alive. Second pitch of the at-bat from Lynch. Just outside of the knees of the circle change. 1-1 count. Pitch number 3. Come on, big guy. Low and inside with a four-seamer. It's a 2-1 count. I think they're looking fairly decent here in this at-bat now. And then there's a swing and a miss at a four-seamer just above the zone. That makes the count back at even at 2-2. Pitch number 5 of the at-bat. We drill a four-seamer out into right field. Right fielder's got time to get to it. That is the second out here in the bottom of the 8th. It's not looking good for the Redbirds here. As top of the 9th, we come back. Orioles leading 6-2. Miguel Amaya at the plate. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Solo dinger for him in the top of the 7th. Mitch Keller on the mound for the Cardinals. 2 outs, nobody on. 0-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball down the third baseline. We'll get a glove on that. We'll throw to first from foul ground. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th here, trying to get back in the game here as we are trailing 6-2 here in Game 6 of the World Series. Not too big of a surprise there. Orioles do take the win in Game 6. We are going on to Game 7 of the World Series now. At least we're at home. Let's see what we can do. It's a shame that we made it to Game 7. So we were up 3-0. What can you do? Winner take all. One game for all the marbles here. There we go. And I'm going to take another swig of coffee here and see what we can do in Game number 7 of the World Series. Oh yeah, a little bit of liquid turbo. That will do the job here. Skip all the pomp and circumstance. I need to see who's pitching for the Cardinals here, but bottom of the first, Cardinals are up 1-0. Runner on second, nobody out. Ryan Feltner on the mound for Baltimore. Looks like he goes 97 on his four-seamer, 96 on his sinker. That's all he's got. It's quick. First pitch, inside at the knees with the four-seamer. 1-0 count. It's a good start to this game. Second pitch going to be on the way now from Feltner. We pop the four-seamer on the inner third out into right center field. Right fielder will make the play. Runner at second will tag and advance to third. We're going to put it on early and often here, and I'm okay with that. Bottom of the third, we come back. We are tied at 2 runs apiece. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day. Ryan Feltner still on the mound here with the runner on first and 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat this time around. Swing and a miss at one in the top of the zone. Second base is stolen successfully there. So we're showing some speed here in Game 7 of the World Series. Bottom of the third still. 0-1 count for me. Second pitch now from Feltner. Come on, big fella. Inside by quite a bit with that circle change. 1-1 the count. Third pitch of the at-bat. Come on, big fella. Chopper to second. That will advance the runner to third. It's another ground out for me, so that's not helping the old batting average, but it was a productive plate appearance. We now have the runner on third with 2 away. We can make something happen with it as bottom of the 5th, we come back. Cardinals leading 4-2. I'm standing in 0 for 2 on the day. In fact, 9 for 27 on the World Series. Feltner still on the mound for Baltimore. First pitch of the at-bat this time up. There's one drilled to deep center field. Come on, Freese's landing. Get it to me, baby. Oh, home run. Just robbed there. Short of the wall. Oh. Yep, definitely shaking my head on that one. And yep, there's a 2-finger salute for you there, big guy. Top of the 7th, we come back. Cardinals leading 4-2. Kyle Manzardo at the dish for the Orioles. He's 1 for 2 on the day, 9 for 22 on the World Series. Nobody out, nobody on. Full count for him with Carlos Moreno on the mound. And it's popped up. No, this is mine, dude. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Sorry to steal that one from you, Mr. Shortstop, but I am not letting the third base batter. It's that close to me. Bottom of the 8th, we come back 4-2 is the score. I'm sending it 0 for 3 on the day, 9 for 28 on the series. Griffin Canning now on the mound for Baltimore. He throws that 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer, 91 on the slider, 90 on the circle change, 97 on the two-seamer. First pitch of the at-bat from him. And there's another fly out to shallow left field. Oh, I'm doing nothing at the plate here, but yeah, that's the second out in the bottom of the 8th. And the Cardinals take the win. We win game number 7 and the World Series. Unbelievable. First year with the team, and we barely make the wild card and end up World Series champions. That's insane. Oh, of course, there's the Orioles dugout. Not happy with it, but hey, 7 games in the World Series, that's exactly what you want to see. That's a nice, close series. And, yeah, a little bit of beauty going here with the World Series trophy. Never a bad thing to see there. Jones out in the outfield there, just flops to the ground. That's awesome. Wonder if they're going to show me in this little montage. This is my first World Series win with MLB to show 24. It was in the World Series before with the Diamondbacks, but we did not win. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I like it. That means we've got a tall order for next season to try to continue our winning ways. Yeah, 13th World Series championship for the Redbirds. Intriguing. That means they won one in between the start of my Road to the Show career and this one. So yeah, 0 for 4 on Game 7, 9 for 29 on the series, so not the best there. But yeah, we win the World Series, despite my choking at the plate there. We'll head back to the clubhouse here just before I end the video, because I want to see who got the World Series MVP. And, yep. Let's see, what do we got here? Go to awards. And the World Series MVP goes to Owen Miller. He hit .381 in the World Series. Only 2 RBIs, though. No home runs. Intriguing. Postseason MVP still went to me. So .333 on the postseason. That's not horrible. 12 home runs and 20 RBIs. That's some good stats there. Of course, as you can see there, won the MVP. Won the batting title. Got the Hank Aaron Award. Not close in the Gold Glove, as I had a couple of errors early in the season that totally stuffed me. And the Silver Slugger at third base was mine yet again. But yeah, that is the definitely the best case scenario for the end of the 2030 season. So make sure you stop in tomorrow as we start the 2031 season. And yeah, for those of you that have made it all the way through the video, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all the fun social media things. We will see you in the next one.